I only have one question for today's commentary. That would be, who's the master? Thank you for returning. Hopefully, for anyone that's listening that took a chance, that saw this link and decided to click the film commentary from the Solid Film Group for the film The Last Dragon, starring Timok, Vanity, and Julius J. Carey the Third. May he rest in peace. So, without further ado, I'm not going to drag this out. We're going to do the countdown as the norm, and then just jump right into this classic film called The Last Dragon. So, the countdown now begins. When I hit play, you hit play with me, and we do what we do. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I am hitting play now. Here comes that white horse. TriStar Pictures. The Pegasus and the Triangle. Okay, we have our opening music. A little amped up and charged. I listened to my Last Dragon soundtrack to get pumped up. I noticed that the opening of the film, it always was in my brain, but over time, how the opening opens up with like a gold type of color to it, and it's almost at least to me, it matches the gold color of his glow in the end of the film. And when you look at this opening, it's like he's basically training by himself, representing a bit of his future self, of him training alone without having an actual teacher, because now he's a teacher. If you look at that scene, he's just against a blank wall until we go into the opening of him training in the teacher's dojo. This film also is one of those films that has, at least in my opinion, a really, really good soundtrack that I feel plays along with the film. It's about the film within the context of a lot of the lyrics. And Motown was smart enough to kind of marry the soundtrack with the film, although they, it wasn't a time like it was in the 90s, how they did it. If you listen to a little bit of the New Jack City or all of it, the commentary that I did, I mentioned that as well. When you had the 5 Heartbeats and you had New Jack City and Juice, and how they complemented or they had the soundtrack complement the actual film, so that they of course would make sales in both. And I don't know, maybe because they felt that this was a small film and they weren't sure how it was going to play. And also because this film is known for the film and not so much for its soundtrack. No. And I did see Timok one time on a train a few years back. Just, lounging, cooling out, And no, I didn't run up and ask for an autograph. That's not my style. I don't do autographs, my friend. That stopped a long time ago. This is a celebration. Here's a question. If Bruce Lee lived, does he take this part of the teacher? Just an interesting question. Leave in comments. What's crazy is that I watched the film a few days ago, and this is the first time that I actually heard him say that the patch was the last dragon. Hence using the title in the film, of course, but it's crazy. You would have thought that he would have actually noticed or realized that he reached his highest grade with him telling him, and with his teacher telling him he's not teaching him anymore. And when he tells him Samdam Goy, it's funny because I don't know. It's one word away from really turning this movie into a spoof if he changed Goy to fuck, some dumb fuck. Everything changes. Now there's a shot that's getting ready to happen when he leaves his dojo or his school or place, whatever. This shit so reminds me of early Bruce Lee film. Like, you know, if you watch Enter the Dragon, this shit right here, this overhead shot, and then as the camera comes in, he has a hat on and everything. It feels so much like one of the shots that, you know, would be in Enter the Dragon or one of the, you know, Chinese martial art films. So Michael Schultz hit that right in the head. And kudos to the director, Michael Schultz, who probably to this day still doesn't even get enough credit. You know, this film and Car Wash, and didn't he do Which Way Is Up, I think, as well, with Richard Pryor? He's one of those directors that pops up, you know, from time to time. Well, I'm not sure if he's officially retired or if he's doing a TV or not. Probably is, but you know, one of those directors, like when they go through all the current directors that don't want to take certain jobs, Michael Schultz ends up popping up on the radar, and then usually does a pretty good job with the projects. One of my favorite lines in this fucking movie is this, "And he won't be coming back," with the Jamaican kid. Whap. Now, oh shit, Michael Schultz did a shitload of fucking Arrow episodes. Wow. Yeah, he's working. Blackish, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, The New Girl, Miss. Yeah, he's fucking working a lot. So, and ain't no coming back. Wyclef, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Hot. Bullshit hand, man. Now, I want to get into this whole remake thing because I'm sure probably after I put this up, there will probably start being rumblings of a remake. But I know at one point, probably about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, Sho'Nuff, and Samuel L. Jackson has signed on to do this part, and it was quite ridiculous. But it seems like, I do like Samuel L. Jackson, but he'll almost fucking sign on to anything. It's like, yo, man, we need somebody to play a piece of shit. I'll sign and do it. Where do I fucking sign? You want me to sign right here? I like when this kid opens his mouth. I got him, show. Who said that? That motherfucker breath look like it stink from morning to evening. It was funny. He just threw the kid in the air and kicked him into the fucking into the back of the theater on the upper row. With his teeth. Of course, and now it's, if you notice, the screen has a reddish tone to it. I got some real for your ass. The fucking barbarian brothers over here. When the male cutoffs were fashionable, I've always liked when this camera pulled back. Jimmy Smits. Yo, my man got the mad fucked up surgery. 80s transgender. Fucking Brett Butler. Yeah, there's a dude that's there's a fucking guy that jumps on this stage. We knew this kid coming up named Tony. And Tony was in the martial arts heavily. Right here, boom. And when he does this fucking, yeah, that's fucking Tony right fucking there, kid. For real. He did that shit exactly how he would have done it too. Snap, snap, snap. And then he fucking bites his Achilles. Now, what's weird to me is, like, if you look at his teeth right here, and then there's he got like a snaggle tooth, and then there's later, unless my eyes are deceiving me, there's gonna be another scene, I think, when they show up at the pizza place, where it looks like his tooth is fixed. So, and then again near the end, it looks like his tooth is effed up again or snaggled. It could be my eyes. And she looks like that fucking creature in Star Wars with that shit around her. The one that's playing the piano in one of the Star Wars films. One of those actors you see in every fucking film like, the fake Danny Aiello. Anyway, I digress so much. I was talking about the possible remake. We got Vanities. Yeah, it was Samuel Jackson. I actually thought, even today they did it, that Sho'Nuff, if Dave Chappelle took on that fucking part, it would be fucking hilarious. If they just let him loose, he could fucking really just do his thing. And it's fucked up in a way that, Charlie Murphy passed, because he could have played one of his, the goons. Actually, you could have had some of the cats from the Chappelle show, join them. The fake Danny DeVito. Oh, that's cute, Rock. Mm. Balls are on your shoulders, and then your fat ass has got me going crazy. This was a fucking big song. The biggest song off that album, actually. Probably because the barge was hot at that time in the 80s. And it was actually written by Diane Warren, who's written a shitload of fucking hits, man. From Whitney Houston, Laura Branigan, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera. For some reason, I want to say Dionne Warwick. You can leave, oh baby. Looking like a fucking Pepsi commercial. Dead ass. Everybody's dance. And of course, when the Michael Jackson made the glove popular, so homie in the back had to decide he was going to shake up the music video by wearing that to the set. And this is motherfucking William H. Macy. This is a little tidbit. Vanity, who I mentioned in the Purple Rain commentary, was of course supposed to be in Purple Rain, and she got into a little tiff with Prince, and I believe they broke up. And she did one film, and it bombed. And Purple Rain dropped, and Last Dragon dropped. So, she was able to redeem herself. And she also went on to do Action Jackson. And no, we don't burn angels on fire. found a place. She, to me, always had a unusual voice. The way like she would try to hit her highs and lows. You come inside. My golden rule hot. Interesting, because she just said enjoy her golden rule, and then I was speaking on the gold in the beginning and the end. So equivalent to, I'm gonna wage and say that this has something to do with chakras. Elevator door. You can't get it up anymore. And the one thing I thought about, of course, is when she's talking about the elevator, I'm thinking about Prince. And Let's Go Crazy. And of course his unusual, quote unquote, unusual death. Right, yeah. Rhythm of the Night is the song that popped off Diane Warren's career as a songwriter. Got it. Fuck you, Eddie. Nobody. Leroy. Who said that? I like how he did that. He cuffed it up. We don't burn angels on fire. We love you, Laura. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my ass. And contrary to some people's belief, Prince did not write that song, Seventh Heaven. It was written by a gentleman by the name of Bill Wolfer and Vanity. So there's somebody that did a commentary on Prince and Rick James, and they didn't know what they were talking about. I just wanted to get that out, get that off my chest, because I hate when people talk shit and they don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, he's all in love. Fucking Chaz Palminteri. If you could have a brain. I would not do that if I were you. I love how he just kicks homeboy into the fucking car. He basically rolls to the other side like, Here we go. Whap! Boom! Like, Your mother. Your mother. Now that is, to me, a homage to fucking Three the Hard Way. Jim Kelly, check it out. Enough said. A not so fun fact. We never got a Last Dragon 2. Actually, you know what? I'll save that information for the end of the credits. How you like them apples? That little underscore of the music. Your things. I think I digress so many times. Right now, if they were to do this film, I think this would be a good vehicle for Rihanna to play the Lord Charles character, especially because her acting is probably almost comparable to Vanity's right now. I mean, can she get better? Of fucking course she can. I personally think that Rihanna should play Catwoman, you know, and she should play Eartha Kitt in the film, but that's just me. Hopefully those things will happen. Peaced out. Yeah, I think Rihanna would be a good fit for something like this. Or if they go another direction, somebody like Ariana Grande. As far as the lead for Leroy, I'd probably say get somebody new. I had somebody in mind at one point, but I'm not going to even mention that. Actually, fuck it, I'll say it. I wanted Brandon T. Jackson. I thought would have been cool. But remember, this was years ago. You know, now we're in the information age where people just look up shit. Like, yo, he's like fucking 45. He can't do that. So the game's all fucked up. Shut up. Oh, I love when there's a fix your face. And I'm wondering if this is where fucking Funkmaster Flex got this shit from. Don't bug me. Fix your face. Fix your face, Brooklyn. Where the gold? Where the gold? The gold, the gold. Where the gold go? Where the gold? Where the gold? It gold. It gold. Where the gold? Black guys, of course. I love how he got kicked in the face and he got a big ass bandage from a kick in the face. I guess Leroy's slippers cut his face. I found that fucking line funny because, you know, she's a TV personality, as if she should, you know, God forbid if she would have fucking security around her, you know, just in general. So, you know, his boys get their ass whipped and he's like, oh, so she wants to play that game. Like, you know, what the fuck would you expect? You know, you should have thought that maybe she might have security, you know, in general. And there he is again in the gold. Well, actually, it's more homage to Bruce, but it does play a little bit more gold than, you know, what we perceive as yellow, just in my opinion. Will you shit, Leroy? I'm gonna tell you no bullshit. I really thought that this cat was going to be like, more of a name. I'm surprised that like they didn't do anything with this dude. And here we fucking go again. Yep, wimp. It like he spit right on his fucking face. Banana, you know what that means. Whap. I wonder why they played it with the students looking. Now, see, look at his fucking teeth right there. See what I'm saying? So, of course, they obviously shot this out of sync. Because that motherfucker went to the dentist with the quicks. Of course, another Bruce Lee homage. I know they were playing comedy here, and they built it up kind of cool, but it would have been interesting if they would have fought, and of course he would have got his ass beat, and then, only later to redeem himself at the end. But, they punked him out. Look at them teeth. Look at them teeth. Oh, what the fucks. I'm gonna see that. The black student just like he pops up and he's just looking at him. Sometimes fucking it's one of the things that I don't like about the Hollywood system, or studios, how they fucking make projects. Hey, Reloy, that shit always got me. Hey, Reloy, like why have him like come down to his aid and then he just looks at him, looks to the left, looks to the right, like almost saying like, what you gonna do, man? This motherfucker got on leather pants at 12. And I'm bullshitting because I don't know what his age is in the fucking show, but it does kind of show that he is a little spoiled because the parents do have a pizza spot that they own. With his George Jefferson hairstyle. It ain't no thing. Papa Son? Keisha Knight Pulliam. Aww. Looking like baby Gazuki. Huh. I like that little prayer he just said. At least they cast a very pretty mother, you know, because you know how they can do in the system. Get somebody real heavy set. Tell Daddy Green's Pizza. That's my babe. I love how they look at him like, mother and father look at him like, oh my God, he's interested in a female. Charles, I must meet her. Oh, yeah. Yo, this kid talk a lot of shit. Take you nowhere. I remember watching this fucking film with my mom's, and my mom's was, she went ape shit a little bit over the shit that this kid was saying right here, man. He was talking a lot of trash. Please. Like, he just don't decide to just fucking follow this little fuckface. He's begging him. Please, I must see her. Just for that right there, I would have dumped that little shit in the garbage with the quicks. And that would have been the first time you saw him dumped in the garbage in this film. Right there, grab motherfucker. What it is, what it will be. This fucking song, man, I love this fucking song. It's called Star by Alfie. The soundtrack is fucking bananas. You know, so I urge you guys, if you got a tube it, I personally would say fucking purchase it. Give me one more chance. See me sitting in my window to the light, wishing on a night for somebody. It would have been nice if they punched up his script. I mean his dialogue. Nice head. I know, I ain't your brother. Give me some of that magic. Give me some of that magic. Boom, boom, boom. See you here. I ain't your brother. Now, this may be a little unusual because most productions, they usually will tend to use the same people. You know, the fact that here's some new fucking dude that's just on the scene and they never acknowledged it or whatever, but now they should have made, oh man, they should have made this to a fucking single and put this shit on the fucking radio. Oh yeah, that would be fucking interesting. I just had a concept. Especially because these two are best friends. For a remake, you have Rihanna as Laura Charles, and you get Katy Perry to play this character of Angela. Or they're quote unquote best friends, but I believe they are very tight. Gates. But yeah, I thought it would have been hilarious if they had released this and put this shit on the fucking radio. Because you know propaganda is for the proper goose, so just add this on the radio. People are like, yo, that shit's hot. This cracks me up because she basically put them on fucking blast. I would have laughed my ass off. Like, yeah, of course, yeah, no doubt. As Angie Martinez says, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I love when he goes, I was going to take you out to dinner. Let you order a la carte. She's trying to save her ass. Just tired. Everybody uses that fucking excuse. She's gonna be dead tired. Let you order a la carte, huh? Yo, he just fucking straight up pushed this girl. That's fucking hilarious. When he says we didn't order out. Yo, he just sees Ninja, thinks Asian, thinks Chinese fucking food, and says we didn't order out. Actually, it would be fucking hilarious, you know, for a remake if they were to get fucking Danny DeVito. You know, I know he's older, but just the fact that older guy going out with a younger girl, or actually the you know, older slash manager, the older manager slash boyfriend rather, you know, with this young chippy trying to make her into a star. That's fucking current. Angela Ferraco. Actually, you know, now that she said that, I know the girl from fucking Orange is the New Black would make a good Angela Ferraco. The one, I can't remember her name right now, but she should have played Harley Quinn. She plays the crazy girl. Hot head needs cool water. No. Of course, the water's all shitty and dirty. And they have a fucking, piranha in there and green fucking water. And he should have left his head in there a little longer. Just to make it seem a little bit more edgier. I love when she goes and rings his tie. Like, she's doing her part. I'm surprised I never saw him again either. It's another badass track. Give Me a Love. I believe it's Alfie as well. The way he shrugged his, like he pulled his neck back, like, well, yeah. They should have paced that right there because her response was very fast. This is fucking hilarious. He starts. He start wilding out right here. You would thought he bust his cherry, man. He's like he's about to get laid. It's fucking going crazy for Medallion. I mean, I get it, but it's funny. Swear ecstasy. The kind of love. Yeah, this soundtrack is hot, man. I'm telling y'all. Go check it. So much to me. This is cute. That's funny. After he said Cox Crow, she looked. You know what that means. Don't in front. Sukiyaki hot saki souk. I suck it till you. I suck it to you. Ha! Here's the irony of this is that the Asians are trying to be black and Bruce Leroy's almost trying to be Asian, Or I'll just say the Asian characters or the Oriental characters or the Chinese characters are taking on black culture, and Leroy is taking on the Asian, the Oriental, the Chinese culture, whichever. I'm just trying to be politically correct, I guess, in this commentary. Take it how you want to. Sakesu, sock it to you. What y'all looking for? And I believe that's the cat from oh my gosh, I'm having brain farts. Big Trouble in Little China, I think. You buy fortune cookie. See nobody. It's cool. Who are you? He's a scrawny little wimp. Oh, whatever. Can't win them all. Junior. Stupid ass. Not sure I'll tell you if I knew. Sorry. Got my actors messed up. It's not the guy from Big Trouble. I'm just gonna fuck your place up. Oh my god, my table! My shoe! Yo, Shorty is hiding behind the fucking the little crevice. I love that she's the only one representing. She's throwing shit. He's standing there crying about shit. He's got to be goddamn insured. One can hope. Oh, that's... Dude, I thought that was a female. Oh, I never heard the sound effect before when he goes in the garbage. Of course, it sounds like spaghetti, which is what it comes out of. With on top of you, just this plate's garbage. What someone should do is that they should take this clip, and every time there's a shit song, you should impose it into that video jukebox. See, now look at his teeth again. They should insert the video or whatever in the song, and every time he goes, plays this garbage, you see him just kick it. Some crappy pop artist. Oh, asshole. Can I kick? Yeah, goddamn glass fucking window. I'd have put his ass right back in that motherfucking garbage. That'd have been 3 times. Here comes the violin. A mother's love. It's funny they show Bruce Lee and then he's punching the bag, and I don't ever recall Bruce Lee ever saying be passive on shit. Shelter. No shit, because I'm the fucking one involved. He's looking at her like, if you don't get out of here right now, I'm not feeling you right now. She had to realize how cheesy that was when she said that, even though she realized that she wanted to jump his bones with the quickness. Bodyguard, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, you don't get your 7-headed ass out of my face right now. Your Lord Charles. Lord Charles. Nice to meet me. Lord Charles said it was nice to meet me. This would have been a great Top Gun moment to be like, Johnny, you stink. Motherfucker like a Dick Tracy villain. The Iron Sheik. Fake George Animal Steel with bullet head. You know what? Something interesting. That's the best word I could think of right now about this that I'd never caught before is that after she's done shooting this music video and she's really trying to express to him how she's tired, you know. And I don't know if it's almost saying that she feels like she's too old for this shit, or he's just working her too hard, or maybe she wants to go into another direction. I'm fucking dropping jewels. If you see this shit in a fucking movie, then you know where they got this shit from. It would be cute if they did do a remake, if they did end up making her into a star, or at least they crack her first video at the end of the film. You know, like she goes in a new direction, or maybe she takes, you know, the Lord Charles character's advice or something. I mean, you just see where she just breaks a new video, you know, at the end of the film, you know, and it's like a hot track. Hot track, bubbly. Slap that, punish me. Fix your face. It's all for you. It's really all for you. Take your ass back to Q Gardens. She told you. These motherfuckers in underground fight clubs. Now, I don't understand why he decided to wear a fucking toupee in this scene and then does not continue to wear the toupee throughout the rest of the film. Unless they were going to go in one direction and decide to go another direction. You know, maybe in this earlier version of the script, he had this wig on the whole time and then they pulled it off, or I don't know. Because it's not like he's you know, a female, so he has to see. Look at his tooth, yo. It look like it's brown. I'm being a dick. I know I'm being a dick. Okay, I'll stop. Missed enough. Yeah, I don't get that. I love how she just sneaks up on him. Busted. I thought I wasn't exactly on your favorite person's list. I'll be back in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. And now she just tapped in. All I gotta do is talk about some Bruce Lee. I can get him. That would have been that's a perfect fucking setup for the sequel. The wonder someone like that could bring to the world. I love when he spazzes. I said this friend. And he came to me for advice. paintbrush. You just hear the car start. Wait a motherfucking minute. She ain't playing. At least she's a little bit of the aggressor here. This is fucking hilarious, man. When the chubby kid has to crawl up on the thing. Good, but like hot butter all over my body. With his box. Tongue tied. All over my body. Such a shit talker. Like hot butter all over my body. When you got the glow, you keep the glow, you keep the glow, you glow the glow. Ch-ch. Mind, body, and soul must be one. It'd been fucked up if he just hit her by accident. The dude in the back looked like he want no part of that. This is it right here. Fucking pull his fucking ass. What I also don't understand is, like, why do you need to bring your friends if you're going to talk to her by yourself? If she's for you, why are you bringing them? Did you not see The Last American Virgin? Chopping him up, boy. Yo, he's real serious. Bruce Lee taught me moves. He worked himself into a sweat. No, you know you glow. You glow, you know you got to go. The low pro hoe should be cut like an afro. She got to glow, she got to go. I'm steaming. I'm very surprised he didn't say, Leroy, you mother. What the fuck? Chocolate covered yellow peril? Did he say? I wonder how many bloopers they had, because that's like the way he just delivered those lines were very tongue twistable. Seemed like. Of all scenes, she asked him about. Man, the freaking movies that we were supposed to get with Bruce Lee, with Bruce, with Bruce and Jim Kelly, because they were gonna partner up on some shit. He got on more leather pants. Could totally punch those up. Kung Fu head. Fidget midget. Goom. Oh, this is the What's a Face song. This is a fucking good song, man. This is Rockwell, and I'm surprised they didn't release this, cause that could have been a really fucking big pop single. Rockwell, who was related to the Jacksons, Michael Jackson's cousin, who did Somebody's Watching Me. Yeah, this track right here is really good, and it has a really serious pop feel to it. So when I heard it, I'm like, damn, how come this never got released? This should be a well-known song for the 80s. Pot Greens Pizza. And you're gonna release this pizza. Chicken dressed as a coolie. My man. Peeping Tom, that's the name of the song by Rockwell. And it actually sounds like, all this time I always thought it was Jermaine Jackson. Oh yeah. With his mustache coming in. I'm curious as to how she knew where the dojo was. How she, whatever. Such a long journey. You better tell Mr. Leroy. What the hell is an Arcadian? This song as well, very, very Laura Branigan-esque. And it's Fire by Charlene. I don't think I've ever talked about a soundtrack doing any commentary. No, that's bullshit. I think Top Gun I did too. And definitely New Jack City, I believe. He licks his lips. Treat her like a lady. Alright, I'm sorry. Stupid. I would have remaking. I would tweak this instead of him bringing a pizza, which I know is like related to his pops. I know this may sound a little stupid, but it'd be fun if he brought them like pot cookies or pot brownies, and it would just be easier for him to get through. So by the time they're doing hopscotch, they're all high and effed up. I like the feel of this alley. The way it's lit reminds me of the first Batman. Yeah, I would do that. I would have made it pot brownies, and by the time they ate that and doing the hopscotch or whatever they were doing, he just would have snuck in the back, or he just been like, "So where's the mask?" Like, oh man, he back there. He just would just tip back, open the door, and then saw it was a machine, and just for the discovery of himself, because that scene would still play the same, because he's still gonna learn it's a machine, a computer, or whatever. And then he would just bounce out. That would just be my little change that I would do. I love the fact that his boat and his backdrop feels like, the first Superman. No, there's only some dumb fuck. And that's what you are, Leroy. You're some dumb fuck. Some dumb fuck. This fucking joke in the book. Some dumb fuck. You should Do this shit. You playing fucking games with me. Kills his master. She's been like, he doesn't exist. I just would have had him go, or I would have him in my version of a remake. He just would just go in on him a little bit. Like, he doesn't exist. It's in you, idiot. I keep telling you, it's you, it's you, it's you. And that would be the setup for when he gets dunked. This is just my version. Because he's speaking in, you know, the hidden language. Oh, here's that would have been hot. I'm just talking about my brain right now. It's on fire. It would have been very fucking interesting if they had put this together the same time they did the Karate Kid, and you would have had Jackie Chan's character play the Miyagi character in both of these films, and then you would have had a universe where you combine them. That should have been hot, because TriStar Pictures is under Columbia and the Karate Kid is under Columbia. That would have been fucking that. Ooh, no one would have seen that coming. That would have been awesome. Psych. I'm afraid of the dark. That would have been fucking awesome. You know, but they're so disconnected from the fucking Karate Kid films now that they might as well just fucking restart it, which is probably what they're gonna do. The corniest part is when he tries to do the boogie out of his fucking rope. Never trust a man with a gap between his teeth. It's funny. I'm trying. Anyway, it's Junior, man. Fucking icon. Show. It's actually now like a choreographer. Well, he's known as a choreographer. A stunt choreographer. A fight choreographer. He's fucking very damn good at it. And his father, senior, as well. Icons in the industry. Leroy. Someone doesn't know how to use a camera. Time for the Goon Squad. Looking like the fucking Sinister Six. I think a remake would add value if the villains or these guys, the people he's supposed to fight, kind of look close to Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat characters. You know, and are like a little tougher for him to mess with. That guy with the knife was moving kind of fast toward him. You would have thought that he would have kicked him back a little faster. All this, and then he's gonna fucking pull out a gun, put a gun on. Of course, he can just bite through wood. Of course, I hate those stupid fucking cliches with guys that can bite through wood, and then when you punch them in the face, it's like they're not hurt. The mossy, you punch them, you kick them in the balls, and they all got iron balls and they don't move, and it's usually big dudes, big muscular dudes. 9 times out of 10, I hate to tell you guys, those motherfuckers drop the fastest if you know the right pressure points, but that's a whole other sideline. All right, let Johnny get his thing on, busting ass, and the crowd goes crazy. I love when he gets the nunchucks, man. Piss baby bro off. I love how he's captivated by the kid and not paying attention to fucking Leroy. He just stops. Talking to me? No, you, Balky. Bow. This should have went a little faster. Whap. Big pop. Here we go. There's a kick that he does when he swings his legs that I like. I'm busting him. Busting. You got it, Johnny! Busting that shit. I love the fact that they give him his moment to shine. His 2 moments. That kick right there, I love it. This is so fucking corny. Getting held back by fucking the fake Mr. Freeze. The albino Mr. Freeze looks so stupid. Because that gimmick is always funny. I'm curious as to how many times they call his fucking name throughout this entire film. Or his name. How many times his name is called throughout the entire film. Leroy. Hey, Leroy. 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 When his head hits this fucking hose or whatever that thing is, you thought he had been out, especially with that special effect. Leroy! Chop Saki, you can't even get out of here. Bing! Right there. Bedtime for Bonzo. You could tell he had no training. The way he did just do that kick was kind of stiff. That's just my opinion. Back kick. Your ass is going into jail. Putting you in a cage, kid. Save her from what? Your corniness? Here we go again with the goddamn one. Like, yo, I know my goddamn name. Leroy! 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 Be careful. Leroy! Be careful. Like he can hear that shit. Let's get it on, Leroy. Fucking stiff as fuck. This is his fear. It's funny because they always say fear is false evidence appearing real. And when I look at this, it's like you realize that that's what Sho'Nuff is. Because he's not the truth. He's bullshit. He's the false, false guy. False character. He thinks he's the shit and he, finds out that's not what it is. We find that as well. Just show, as in Sho'Nuff, because he's show. Where'd he go? I don't understand why he's banging the door when he should be trying to pop the lock. Taking the stick and actually manipulating the chain and bring the lock to him to pop the lock. Which is actually what he ends up doing it anyway. Look out! Watch that body. That's a goddamn work. And of course he gets up, nobody's hears anything. No shoes, no nothing. Just going, Leroy! Goddamn, I know my name! That music kicked in. No shit's about to get real. Now I'd like to know how he got activated with his glow, like how his shit just came on. Legs look nice there. You know what I'm saying? Because he got kicked through a fucking door, disappeared, and then he just appeared and his shit is glowing now. Like, I love how his eyes halfway closed. Like, and I'm not sure if that's from the ass whipping. It's like, I ain't seeing shit. Fly. See? Right there. That's what he should have been doing in the beginning. Why is he banging in the what's face? And of course, I'm sure if they do remake this, the effects have to be 20 times better. In fact, I probably would have had him just glowing throughout the whole, rather than just when he just hit him. But I'm sure it probably cost money to do that, at that time. This setup is fucking one of the greats as far as I'm concerned. When he pulls him back and that hair, and they go to the wider shot. Can't hear you. Who's the master? Here we go. Ah, yeah. I love the way he tilts his head. Watch it's coming when he catches the fist. I am. Boom. Tilts his head. I am. Ah, yes, it's finished. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Motherfucker. Let me go. Let me go. Time for you to get bust up. Ah, the way that music plays with it. Ah, shit, that's right. Swat. I don't think I would have went for the round, the spin kick on the first. I love how he bounced back off of that with the flip. I think a punch would have went nice, and then a kick, because there was a lot of distance between them. So for him just to, and you can't tell what state he's in, if Sho'Nuff was faking him out, so just do a spin kick and fucking miss. I couldn't tell if that was a double or not. Up the clown. Like he watch his face. Watch Leroy's face. Get your ass out the water. Ugh. Now we just needed a Schwarzenegger thing. Cool off. Dry out. Kung Fu crap. Scum sucker. Oh, dragon. You just had to look at the body, right? Good old Leroy. I would have done something different. It's just the fact that he kicked him over, didn't see a bullet wound. And on top of that, where'd the gun go? And how the fuck did she find her? Where have you been? I've been here, motherfucker. Where the fuck you think I've been? And how did you find me? Unless this is an extension of the studio, because he just said, go this way. Whatever. My friend missed enough. My friend and I missed enough. Hilarious. Get the glow. Get the glow. You got the glow. You got to go. Huh? He got a new chick. I wonder if Shamik, I think this is his name, Shamik Moore, the cat from Dope and the Get Down, if he would make it interesting. Bruce Leroy. I was surprised to learn how young he was. I thought he was old. He has an older look, but you know, I think could probably be interesting. Let me see your boobs. He just start kicking everybody's ass. What you laughing at? Chop, 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 chop. No cornball. He's the master. Another good song. First time on a Ferris wheel. Call it love. This is Sarita Wright and Smokey Robinson. I am really cupcaking for this soundtrack. This soundtrack is fucking good. You know. I just think that it's underrated on as a soundtrack. Yes, you know, like I love some Top Gun and some New Jack and yada yada, but you know, I feel like this soundtrack was underrated, so that's why you hear me going ham. So when this commentary's done, go listen to the soundtrack from beginning to end and live off this energy as they slowly ascend, I guess, to seventh heaven. I wonder what they're talking about here. Like, is they improvising this all the way up, or if they had actual dialogue? Ron Van Cleef, Ernie Reyes Sr. Ron Van Cleef is a fucking wicked martial artist. He's actually choreographed a lot of fight scenes. Wicked. And as you saw, Ernie Reyes Sr. I told you that I would speak on this timeout situation. So, I'm going to talk to you about how he got fucking jerked. So, there was supposed to be a Last Dragon 2. Damn, it sounds just like the shit that I was saying for freaking New Jack City. And, I'm not sure if it was TriStar, Columbia, whatever. I cannot remember at this time. You guys can research and look it up. And Timeout also has a book that you guys should go purchase as well. And I'm sure he goes into depth with this. He was supposed to get a 3-picture deal. And as the story kind of goes, because I'm loosely telling it, under the advisement of a manager or whatever, he had asked for like, I think $1 million or something per film. And now keep in mind, we're talking about the 80s. And they figured that he was he's basically new on the scene. So the studios thought that he was being unrealistic. Now, I just figured, hey, why not just fucking renegotiate this deal? But for whatever reason, he got fucking blacklisted. Blackballed, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'm not saying this is from my perspective. He got blacklisted because you fucking very rarely saw Timeout. It's, the most you would see him was in, a side small role. So, he got blacklisted. In my opinion, upon, personal thoughts or whatever, it kind of goes into connection with the whole Bruce Lee thing, and you guys can look that shit up, the many mysteries as to why Bruce Lee was killed. I think that, there was probably some sort of spiritual connection with Timeout and Bruce Lee, because if you look at it, this film, it's almost as if he is a student of Bruce Lee's, subliminally, and that's just my 20 cents times 1,000 input into it, because, oh wow, he was William H. Macy. Oh, he was, no, W.H. Macy. Now he's William H. Macy. That's my 20 cents, as I said. And Carl Payne, who was Cockroach, was also in the film. He was the kid in the pizza shop when shit was going awry. Because I don't understand how the fuck you just get blacklisted. No other films, no other studio wants him. That's blacklisting shit. Now, supposedly, Timeout is supposed to be, doing some independent stuff, kind of going along the lines of how Michael Jai White, is doing his own thing. And I can only, expect that he's going to do that because he's still in tip-top shape for his age and can still kick ass and can do his own choreography and has done a few little short films. So, I can only hope, with me speaking it into fruition, that he will have a reemergence, because he got motherfucking jerked. And I will end that shit on this note. And I thank you again for sitting with me, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary for The Last Dragon. And once again, go cop that soundtrack, go listen to it again, and bask in that glow. Ciao, Bella.